There we go. Okay, we're starting the video. Got my IU stuff on. Season's about, starts November 11th, so it's about a month and a half away. It's about a month and a half away. I'm unbelievably excited. I'm pumped. I'm pumped. Right here is my little section. This area from about right here, about right here, from about right here, about right here, all the way over. That's my cheering section. That's all I need. Do my jumping jacks, do my boom, 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 jump all up and down for my Hoosiers, my Indiana Hoosiers. IU. Okay. Funny story about this hat. Not a funny story. Great story. I'm hoping they'll watch this. My family. Backstory. So I'm originally from this town in Madison, Indiana, southeastern Indiana, right along the Ohio River, across from Carrollton, Kentucky. Um, they just built a new bridge a few years ago. I forgot. Maybe a few years ago. Let's see. I was a junior in high school when they built that bridge. It was about 4 years ago. Anyways, so God dang it, stuff's popping up on my computer. Anyways, so this hat right here is autographed by Yogi Ferrell. And Yogi Ferrell is my favorite Indiana player of all time, and I'll tell you why. Because Yogi came in, one of the top recruited guys Indiana's had, and in that 5-6 year time span, one of the highest recruited guys. His first year, he played with Zeller, Oladipo, Christian Watford, Derek Elson, Will Sheehy, Jordan Halls. Let's see. Who else did he play with? Maurice Creek. Yeah. One more guy. Thinking. Hannah Mosquera Perea. That didn't work out too well. He did not work out too well. Anyways, this video is not about Indiana basketball. It's not. It's kind of a pump you up a little bit of a video. And my TV's on in the background. So I'm turning it off. Right here, that fish right there, fish is the one my uncle caught in 2000 something. 2000 something. Like mid 2000s. I forgot what year he caught it at, but he caught that somewhere in Indiana. Those are my rods. It's only the 7 that I use daily, or not daily, but trips wise. Got my Robert Montgomery Knight poster. Got my Hakeem Olajuwon signed hat and backpack. Got both my guitars. I can't play them worth a lick, but I do have an Indiana University guitar right here. Every game day, I have this guitar out. Yes, the strings are gone. Broke one of the strings, took them all off because every time I was getting the guitar and I was moving the guitar and stuff like that, it was slipping. I cut my hand on the string. Don't know how. I'm a klutz sometimes. I'm gonna sit here on my guitar. Anyways, funny story about this hat and the autograph is, so in right now it's September, I would say like early July, mid-July, Yogi Ferrell led the parade in Madison, Indiana, on the Madison Regatta, the parade in Madison. A regatta, if people don't know what a regatta is with those speedboats, those really high-powered speedboats. They do races along the river and in the water and stuff like that. That's what a regatta is. It's that, plus there's food and drinks and all kinds of stuff along the river. And it's pretty awesome. And that's one of the main things I miss about Indiana is the regatta. We also have Riverfest, and that has, you know, barbecue and food and all kinds of stuff. Basically, it's just kind of like community get-togethers. Everybody comes together. There's games and stuff for kids. It's awesome. It's pretty freaking awesome. It's amazing. It's not pretty awesome. It's amazing. My aunt Susan, call her Susu. She sat in line for, I don't know, probably a couple hours, I think is what she said, to get this autograph from Yogi. And she was one of the last people in there. And they were having people come in for autographs. They're having him sit there, and he was coming in. There, people were coming up to him and getting autographs in this line. He was sitting at the table, and she said, "Listen, my nephew Derek, he's one of your biggest fans. He has this disease, and I'd really like it if I could get you to sign the hat, and I can get a picture with you." I have the picture. It's over at my dad's. I'm in my mom's right now. But Susu, thank you so much for this hat, because one of my biggest things when I got sick was being able to watch Indiana basketball. And the leader of those teams was always Yogi. So it was always one of the guys that was like, come on, Yogi, you gotta play, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. And he always exceeded expectations, in my opinion. So I thought he played pretty well at Indiana. I thought he played great at Indiana. I even wrote a post about it on my Tumblr. If you think about the last 20 years at Indiana, think about the last 20 years. How many guys have stayed all 4 years, done what he did in 4 years, 2 Big Ten championships. He went to the tournament 3 out of those 4 years. He was the starting point guard for the number 1 seed team. Well, he played kind of like a combo guard. So did Jordan Hulls their first year. Kind of like a combo guard because they kind of took the ball down the court half and half. Jordan Hulls is one of my other favorite players from Indiana. Had that weird shot he shoot the side of his head, and I didn't like it. It was weird. It was weird looking, but he was effective, very effective. Anyway, so she stood in line, got the autograph from him. Apparently, he was really nice to her, so that's awesome. That's awesome. It's great that you can hear that one of your favorite players lives up to expectations. You know what I mean? It's awesome. I'm going to get back to my disease real quick. Let me put this up. So I'm here to kind of talk about how I got through my disease. How I'm getting through it, I should say. So one thing, and I talked about it in my last video that I uploaded last night. Or I uploaded, I don't remember when I uploaded it. I uploaded it sometime. I'm going to talk about it right now. I really haven't gotten through it. I'm going to be completely honest. I'm just kind of winging it here. I'm dead serious. I'm just kind of winging it. I'm trying to get through it. It's hard to get through this disease. It's like you're stuck in quicksand and you're trying to get through it, and you know you're in the middle of the jungle and there's quicksand. It's like Jumanji or something like that. And you're speaking of Jumanji, Jack Black, it's one of my favorites. And The Rock, the most electrifying man in sports entertainment, and Kevin Hart, he's 5'4" of comedic rock star, you know. But I'm trying to get through it. It's kind of like being in quicksand and you're in the jungle. You're running, you're running through the jungle, you know. You're just running through the jungle, trying to get where you're going. Someone's chasing you. How about this? The disease is chasing you. Mitochondrial disease is right behind you. And it's in the form of this big jaguar. This jaguar that's just running through this jungle trying to kill you. You finally think you get away from it. You're going, you can't see it behind you. You slow down, you're taking a breath, you sit and you stand here for a second, you take a breath, you turn around, you hear something. So you start to speed up a little bit more, you hit the quicksand and boom, you go down on the quicksand. And you're coming down on the quicksand and it's very, very slow. It's taking you over slowly. It's tearing you down and you're reaching, trying to grab for something. You're trying to grab whatever you can. You find a tree stump, or you find a vine, you grab the vine, you pull a vine, you pull yourself up. There's about this much left. Oh my God, you're about out. Vine breaks. You're falling back in. You grab a rock, you grab these 2 rocks, they got spikes on them. They're sharp. You turn around, you see this dirt, you see this soft dirt, you shove it into the dirt and you're trying to get out. You're trying to pull yourself out of this disease, and it's just everything is breaking around you. Once you think you got the traction, and once you think you're getting past it, and once you think that you're getting through it, it pulls you back. Something happens and it pulls you back. Right now what I am grabbing the root of a tree that is just sitting there, and I got my hands on it, and I'm pulling myself up. I'm wrapped around the tree. I got the gable grip. I'm wrapped around the tree. I'm just holding on for dear life, hoping that something doesn't bring me down. And that's what I'm doing right now. That's what I'm trying. I'm trying to pull my leg out of that quicksand, get it on that solid ground, get around that tree, get up, and keep on going. That's what I'm trying to do. And it seems like everything is trying to pull you down sometimes, but it's not. Sometimes it's psychological. Sometimes you let yourself think, well, I'm sick. I shouldn't be able to do this. Why am I doing this? You know, sometimes you're like, well, sometimes you're just, God, I don't really know what I'm trying to say here. I'm kind of stuck. So sometimes the mind is a very powerful thing. Basically, for me, there were times when I was first sick and I was very depressed, was, you're sick. You have an excuse for not doing this. If you don't want to go hang out with your friends, don't do it. You're sick. They can't blame you. You can't go because you're sick. You can't do this because you're sick. You can't do this because you're sick. And I thought of myself as being this sick kid that was completely helpless, which I wasn't at all. At all. I learned that later on, that I'm not completely helpless. And I'm still learning that. I'm still getting through these things. I'm still trying to get better. Now, I'm in that quicksand, and I got my arms wrapped around that tree. I got my arms wrapped around that tree, and I'm trying to pull myself out. And I'm trying. And I can see off in the distance, I can see people coming to help me. It's the villagers. But the villagers ironically look like my girlfriend, my mom, my dad, and my sister. My grandma's back there. My grandma's walking too. Got everybody. Got my whole family coming. They're coming to help me. And I can hear this disease behind me creeping up. I can hear that panther or that jaguar coming through in the jungle, clawing. I can hear it in the bushes. I turn around and look. It's gone. There's no noise. Turn back around. My family's getting closer. This jaguar's coming up behind me. I can hear it. The quicksand's trying to pull me in, but I'm pulling back. That's kind of what it feels like having this disease. Your family's there to get you. Your family's there to help you. But it kind of is up to you to start pushing through it. Now, you just need to hold on enough to where when they can help you out, you can be helped out more and more and more. So that doesn't really make any sense to most people, but it does in my head. And I'm just going to say it because that's just the first analogy I came up with. I swear I did not come up with that before this. I probably couldn't have come up with that before this. I probably would have come up with something better. But that was just what I came up with right now. And, I'm in that quicksand, and I'm pulling my way through. I'm getting up. I'm going through it. I'm getting there, My family is right there. They're on the edge of that quicksand pit. My dad and my mom and my sister and my girlfriend, they're coming around. My grandma's right there too. They're coming around. They got a stick. They're putting the stick towards me so I can grab onto the stick and they can pull me out. And this disease, it's steady. It's staying there. It's watching me. It's not doing anything, but it's watching me. It's keeping an eye on me. Just so when I overdo it a little bit, or I slip up, and I forget that I'm sick, and I try to overextend and do what I used to do, it's there to grab me and pull me back into that quicksand. Grab me and take me back into that jungle for me to go running away from it again and get in that quicksand and get stuck again. And I'm not getting stuck again. I'm not getting stuck in that quicksand again. I'm getting myself up. I'm pulling myself out. I'm being smarter about my decisions, and I'm going to let that thing lie and wait. I'm going to let that jaguar lie and wait. And it's going to wait, and it's going to suffer, and it's not going to be able to take me over. Because I'm not going to let that thing get me. I'm not going to let this disease get me. I'm not going to let it do anything that will hurt me anymore. I'm done with it. I'm absolutely done with it. I am going to keep moving and keep pushing forward. I'm going to do whatever I can to find something that I can be successful in. I'm going to do whatever I can to do something that can help me provide for people in my future. like one day if I have kids, 'cause I don't even know if I'm able to. If one day if I do and I have kids, I want to be able to provide for them. I want to be that guy that can provide for his kids. I want to be the guy who can help make a difference. And I think that this analogy, I think I kind of pulled it together here at the end. I think that that's what you need to take life as, or your life with this disease, or whatever disease you have. If you have cancer or anything, it's coming after you, obviously. It's coming to get you. You're getting chased down by this giant jaguar in the jungle. This jaguar in this jungle is running you down, and you're running. You got people coming after you, coming to help you. You got to keep going and keep moving and keep going and meet up with them, and you got to help. You got to let them help you. One thing about being sick is I didn't let anybody help me. You have to let people help you. It makes it so much easier. You're going to get better faster. If people help you and you have people in your life that love you and care about you, it's going to help you immensely. More than words can even describe, it's going to help you. So, for all the people out there who have a disease or anything like that, just keep on moving. Don't run away from that disease in fear. Run away from it and run towards something else. You're running away from that jaguar, right? You're running towards a village. You're running towards this village, and it is a grand village. You know what it is? It's New York City. It is New York freaking City. You're going to New York City, opportunity is everywhere, which is not really true. But the myth of New York City and the stigma of it is that dreams come true here. Broadway, late night talk shows, everything. You got everything there. Great sports, great movies, everything. The myth is that New York is this greatest town of all time. I've never been to New York, so I have nothing to say. But I'm just saying it's probably a myth, because there's no town out there that is just the land of dreams. There's no town out there that's like that. But let's just say that is New York City. Let's say that is your land of dreams. For me, my land of dreams, probably Bloomington, Indiana. For me, my dream, and it's honestly probably never going to be achieved, is to be able to go to school at Indiana University. And I'm never going to move out of Texas, so I'm fine if that's not it. But Bloomington, the home of the Hoosiers, the home of the Indiana Hoosiers, men and women's basketball, pretty decent football team this year too, great soccer program. Just saying, school is a jack of all trades. I'm just saying, we can do it all. We can do it all. One of the most beautiful campuses in the country. Oh yeah, in the basketball state. I'm getting off topic here. Getting off topic talking about my Hoosiers. But you're running towards this town, and you're going, and you're moving, and you're moving, and you're moving, and you're moving, and you're running towards this town, and you're running towards the next great chapter of your life, the next big thing. Not Brock Lesnar, but the next big thing. And you're running towards that next big thing, and you're getting there. You're not running away from this jaguar behind you because you're scared of it. You're running away. You're not running away from it at all. You're running towards something bigger. That jaguar is chasing you, just trying to hunt you down, but you're running towards something bigger. You're outrunning it. You're a McLaren. They're a Ferrari. Both top-class vehicles. That McLaren is just a little bit quicker. A little bit quicker, depending on the McLaren. Talk about the P1. It's a little bit quicker than that Ferrari 488. It's just a little bit quicker. Here's the McLaren. Here's the Ferrari. The Ferrari's chasing after the McLaren. They're going around corners. They're coming around corners. The Ferrari's taking them to the inside. They come back around this other corner. The McLaren takes the inside. It's coming after you. But it's not. And don't run away from your disease and fear. Run towards something bigger. Don't run away from something in fear. Run towards something bigger. Run towards something greater. Do something better and bigger than yourself. Whether it is, helping your family out with, chores or something like that. Whether it's helping your sister or brother with their homework. Whether it's helping that kid at school that doesn't have friends. Go out and help him with his friends. Because that would suck, not having friends. And if there's a kid out there that doesn't have friends, you better go over there and be friends with them. Because everybody needs a friend. Even if you only have one friend in the entire world. One good friend is better than a million of friends that aren't really friends. One good, reliable friend is better than a million people that you just know. better than anything. You can be that kid at school that has a lot of friends, the popular kid, or you can be the kid who has his group of a few friends and you're friends for life. And trust me, you'd rather be that guy than the popular kid. You'd rather be that guy. But if it's going to sit by that kid, don't have anybody help him out at lunch, or if it's helping an old lady cross the street, you know what I mean? You can do it. Just do that, and the people with this disease, especially with any disease, make something bigger than you. Do something bigger than you. Strive for something bigger than you. Don't ever settle. For me, I'm never going to settle for anything. I'm too competitive. You got to be competitive with this disease and all these diseases and all these disorders. You got to be competitive. You got to push through it and be the best you can. Be better than better. Be better than the best. Be better than you ever thought you could be. Push harder. Do something bigger than yourself. Help someone else. If you're doing anything, even if literally, for my 18th birthday, a lot of these people who my mom knew, like 150, 200 people, sent me letters and like t-shirts and hats and stuff for my birthday. Or they just sent me a card, and it was perfect. Probably the best birthday I've ever had. I had just, even if you're just sending someone a card, a thank you card, or if you're sending someone a birthday card or something, that helps a lot. Do that. That's bigger than you. Do something bigger than you. Don't do something that helps just you. Do something that helps somebody more than you. Do something that helps someone else. Be bigger than yourself. Don't be like, I'm not saying be like a larger than life figure like The Rock. I'm saying do bigger things than you ever thought you could achieve. Shoot for the absolute stars. Shoot past the stars. Shoot for heaven, Shoot up into the heavens. Just go as hard as you can and be bigger than you. Do more than you ever thought you could. Just do more. Do more, do more, do more. And just help people. Because I had so many people help me through this disease and still help me. My doctors, my family, my friends, my girlfriend, everybody helps me. Everybody helps me. And I could not live without that. It's not like I don't want to live without that, but I couldn't, I don't know what to do with my life unless they're helping me out, unless they're in my life. Be that person in someone's life that they go to for advice, somebody that they're reliable, somebody that to them is reliable and is trustworthy, and do good things, This is a rambling video, and I know it doesn't make sense, but I'm trying to put it together. It's late at night. It is 12:37 in the morning, 12:37 a.m., and I'm making this video because I got these creative juices flowing. I'm writing my story. I'm writing my novel. I'm about 45 pages in. I'm getting there. So, I forgot I was 30-something pages in yesterday. But no matter what, seriously, just go help people. The one thing if my dad ever helps anybody out, he always says, dude, don't thank me. Don't thank me. One of my friends was looking for a job after welding school. My dad helped him find a job. My dad helped him find a welding job somewhere for an upcoming welder. Now my friend's doing good. He's being productive with his life. He's got a good job. He's going good. And he keeps telling me, every time he talks to me, he's like, dude, tell your dad thank you. I tell him, dude, don't ever, you don't have to thank him. I'm not saying don't ever thank him, but you don't have to thank him because he's going to tell you the exact same thing that he would have told you from the beginning and that he'll tell everybody. Don't thank me, pass it on, and do it for someone else later on. That's what I want to do. I want to help people and for them to pass it on because people have helped me. And I want to pass on what they've done for me to someone else. And that's kind of the goal of this channel, is to be able to build up kind of a community where we help people. I don't want to just say that we should help people. I want to actually help people. I want to actually physically go out and help people. I want to do something. So, I don't know what to do yet. Kind of had a rambling video. It's kind of my late night rant. It's whatever. But this is going to be the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Do all those awesome things. And I will be in a different part of town tomorrow. And I'm going to be making a video with my girlfriend tomorrow. It's the best thing ever. I'm going to show you. Bye, guys.